Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. These games today I've recapped, man, have been so much fun to watch. The Warriors Hornets was high scoring, I think it was 132, 125. I obviously get my Warriors won, but that was a fun high scoring game to watch. Vanderbilt, Iowa was high scoring, more high scoring than you expected. And now the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, the Duke Blue Devils beat the Arizona State Sun Devils 42-39. What a high scoring game here. I believe it was 28. It was a high scoring first half. I believe it was like 28-24 at halftime. So it was even a high scoring game at halftime, and the scoring just kept going in the second half. Duke got a game-winning touchdown, or the go-ahead touchdown. Keyshawn Brown, who had a big day receiving. But before that, there was a huge fumble. Duke forced, knocked the football out, recovered it, got a touchdown, and then their defense come up clutch again. Logan Murgett got an interception. The guy who clinched the ACC championship clinches the bowl game. Duke got a first down to end it. But this was just such a fun back-and-forth game, man. 42-39. Man, I know the Sun Devils felt like third stringers at probably several positions. But I don't care, man. This was a fun game. Definitely wasn't a pretty win for Duke, obviously, but a good way to end the season, winning the ACC and winning this ball game. This offense was really fun to watch. You know, it just blows my mind how people like Kirk Herbstreit say, "Oh, there's too many bowl games." You know, I've never seen a sport, people cover a sport where they want less games. Like, I know there's opt-out stuff like that. I hate it, but if there's high-scoring games, I don't care who's playing. Obviously, I want to see the starters play, but if there's high-scoring games, whatever. Well, there's too many bowl games. And Arizona State receiver jumps into the inflated Frosted Flakes cereal bowl after a touchdown. Who wants this stuff for race again? Kirk Herbstreit. Why do people wanted a race? Why do people say there are too many bowls? I'll never get it. Hint. There's one hint. Maybe Kirk Herbstreit maybe hates college football. Too many bowl games is like saying there's too many March Madness teams. Sure, there's an upper limit, but it's measured by passion, excitement, not head count. Well, people don't care about these bowl games, man. They don't care about these bowl games, man. Oh yeah, sure they do. Competing pretty hard in these games today for teams that don't care. I mean, I'm watching Texas, Michigan. It's 31-27. Don't tell me these teams don't care about bowl games. I've seen tons of, and quote, I want less football fans here lately. I'm glad people are finally speaking the truth about some of these fucks. Saying, there should be less football. I just love bowl games, man. It's absurd that people want to do away with bowl games. Everyone at the top doesn't actually care about the sport. But people probably won't watch the first couple days of bowl games, and that's fine. But don't say, oh, just get rid of all the bowl games. I felt the second half of the bowl season gets better. First half, they probably get the meh games out of the way. But this was a super fun game. Jeff Sims, Darian Mensah were super good this game. Super good in this game. Darian Mensah is going to be, never know. It could be a steal in the NFL draft if he does enter the NFL draft. So, Jeff Sims, though, I think he feels like his 10th year in college football. I remember this dude, Jeff Sims. When I saw he was starting for Arizona State at one point this year, I'm like, he's still in college? Yeah, this dude's still in college. He had a hell of a game today. 27 of 38, 375, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception for Jeff Sims. Darian Mensah on the other end, 29 of 51, 327 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Obviously wasn't his most efficient game, but he still played really well. and got the touchdown to Keyshawn Brown for the win, and then Murgott with the interception, and then a first down from Higgins to finish it off. But yeah, there wasn't much defense in this game, but that's fine with me, man. I've covered a lot of games this ball season, been low scoring. Give me all these high scoring games, man. And we still got Ohio State and Miami tonight. What a day it has been in sports. And just what a way to kick off this stacked sports week. Man, it's so fun to cover. But these quarterbacks were phenomenal in this game. Jeff Simmons and Darian Mensah covered their stats. Jeff Simmons also had 7 runs, 70 yards, 10 a carry, and 2 touchdowns. So 5 total touchdowns on the day for Jeff Simmons. He had a hell of a game. Yeah, but before I go over the rest of the stats, this was just a hell of a game. Arizona State this year, it's been rough. You know, obviously Ivan Camp Scatterbo, legendary running back. And then Sam Leavitt gets hurt this year. Hurt. And then he goes to transfer portal. You have to use Jeff Sims the rest of the year. And they still had a good season. I mean, obviously, from where they were ranked to start of the season, no, but I didn't expect them to be that great. Not even Camp Scatterbo, but then Sam Leavitt gets hurt. It was just up and down season, but they close out the year 8-5. And they lose this ball game 42-39. They entered the game shorthanded due to several opt-outs. While Duke boasted an elite quarterback, Darian Mensah showed elite traits during the course of the game. But first quarter, Arizona State defense held up well in the first drive, forced a Duke punt behind a sack. And their offense orchestrated an 83-yard drive that had an 81-yard reception, a 4-yard rushing touchdown. But then the response immediately at 7-7 after a 69-yard touchdown. Nice. Duke took advantage of Arizona State falling short on a 4th down attempt, finding Cooper Barkett for a touchdown. So it's 14-7, but then Arizona State once again responds to pair of quality runs from their freshman, Jason Brown. 44-yard touchdown pass to tie the game. Second quarter, there was a 75-yard, 6-play, 75-yard touchdown drive. Sims capped off with a 39-yard touchdown. Duke had a 14-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter. Duke continued their scoring ways. It was 28-21, and then Landon King was also ejected at the conclusion of the play due to a flagrant personal foul. So yeah, I guess I got ejected from the game. 50-yard field goal, 54-yarder from Jesus Gomez. Makes it 28-24 at halftime. Tony Lubis interception close of the half. One of Arizona State's corners got ejected due to a pair of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties as well. Third quarter, I think it was 35-32. And then the fourth quarter, there was a 77-yard touchdown drive finished off by Malik McClain. And then the Sun Devils stopped Duke on a 4th and goal play, but a Brown Jr. fumbled, gifted Duke new life. Touchdown from Mensah, and then an interception, and then a first down to clinch it. But yeah, it was a fun football game. All 4 quarters, super fun football game. You had long touchdown drives. Some got heated. There was 2 ejections in this game. It was a hell of a football game. High scoring. You had ejections. What more could you ask for, man? And then a celebration with the jumping in the bowl of Frosted Flakes. But we already went over the quarterback stats. Let's go over the team stat, player, box score. Duke had 42 points. They improved to 9-5 to end their season. That's the Tigers Sun Bowl champions. Duke had 14 in the first quarter, 14 in the second quarter, 7 in the third quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter. Mensah had a great game. Nate Shepard, 22 runs, 170 yards, 7.7 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. Mensah, 4 runs, 21 yards. Anderson Castle, 5 runs, 18 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving, Keyshawn Brown, 10 catches, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Hastley, 6 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown. Samir Higgins, 6 catches, 45 yards. Cooper Barkett, 4 catches, 37 yards, and a touchdown. Nate Shepard, 2 catches, 20 yards. Defensively, They had no sacks, 8 TFLs, but they forced a huge fumble when they needed it, and got a huge interception when they needed it from Luke Murgott. Net 0 for 0 on field goals, 6 for 6 on extra points. There were 7 punts in this game, but it didn't feel like there were that many. But for Arizona State in the end, their year 8-5, they scored 39 points. 14 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, 8 in the third quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter. We already talked about Jeff Sims, who had a hell of a game. Jason Brown Jr., 12 runs, 120 yards, 10 a carry. Demarius Robinson, 15 runs, 56 yards. But Jason Brown Jr. had a hell of a game, but that fumble at the end really ruined it. Jalen Moss, 5 catches, 129 yards, and a touchdown. Demarius Robinson, 4 catches, 91 yards. Malik McClain, 9 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Derek Uspio, 1 catch, 38 yards. Cameron Harpole, 3 catches, 19 yards. Jason Brown Jr., 2 catches, 14 yards. And Kamari Anderson, 1 catch, 8 yards, and a touchdown. Jeff Sims and Demarius Robinson each had 1 fumble and lost them both, so 2 fumbles right there. And 2 fumble recoveries by Duke. Arizona State had 2 fumbles, or 2 sacks, 6 TFLs. They had 1 interception from Tony Luis Nakuba. 1 of 1 on field goals from Jesus Gomez. Let's go over the team stats, and then we'll call it a video here. In an exciting thriller of a bowl game. It blows my mind how people say, "Oh, there's too many bowl games." When these bowl games, like yesterday and today, have been really exciting. Duke team stats: 24 first down, 6 of 17 on third down, 3 of 5 on fourth down, 539 total yards, 6 yards a pass, 212 rushing yards on 36 attempts, 5.9 a carry, 6 penalties for 60 yards, 1 turnover, 1 interception, 33 minutes time of possession. Arizona State, 22 first downs, 3 of 10 on third down, 1 of 4 on fourth down, 619 yards, 9 yards a pass, 244 rushing yards on 37 attempts, 6.6 a carry, 3 penalties for 33 yards, 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, had an interception, 26 minutes of time of possession. That's all to say here, man. 42-39, Duke gets the win. So that's all to say here, man. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.